Hi guys, Daylin here. I'm doing a Twisters makeup tutorial. Let's get into it. First, you're going to start off with moisturizing your face. I use e.l.f. or Morphe 2, but you can use whatever. Next, you're going to add primer so it'll stick on all day. I use Poreless Putty from e.l.f. We're just getting started. Next, I do foundation. You don't have to, but I do. I have 3 different types. I use Morphe or Florence by Mills from Ulta, or I use Rare Beauty from Sephora. Depending on the price you want to spend, these are all great. Oops, and I almost forgot. Naked is very good for light coverage. Also can find at Sephora. I'm going to apply that everywhere. Some people like to put the foundation on with the beauty blender straight on. I use this brush and they usually look like that. And then we go on with the beauty blender after. Now that we're done, it's still transferred and we don't like that. So we're going to add powder. I use Bare Minerals. Browns are better, but there's other brands that are good too. I also like to add some other powder on top of that to make it the perfect complexion for me. Transfer. Next, we're going to go in with some baking powder. I use Morphe's baking powder, or I use Sephora Kaja, which is like a joystick, and it's just for the under eyes. Very easy to go. I know I look very scary, but you know, we're going to trust the process. Alright, you're going to keep that baking powder on while you're doing your eye makeup so it's easier to clean up. So you're going to take concealer and put it on your eyelids instead of primer because it makes a brighter color. I use Morphe 2. So I preferably use the Constellation Sky palette by Morphe, and I use the color Stardust. Here's a close-up of that color. So you're going to go ahead and just cover up that eyelid with that purple color Stardust. This is where we are so far, and girl, we got lots to go. So I prefer my purple to be a little bit brighter than this, so I use the 18th Sweet on Hue palette by Morphe. I use Dessert, but you can also use rock candy and sprinkles. It's depending on the purple you want for your skin tone. I think this purple fits me. Alright, now we're going to move on and we're going to get that concealer back. And I take a little tiny brush and I dab it on the inner corner of my eyes just so we can clear that palette for those corners so we can add the white. This is what we got so far. I don't know why I make that face. And now we're going back to our Constellation Sky palette and we're going to use the colors Dogali and Juno for that white base. I forgot to say, you don't need to use these palettes exactly. These are just the type of relatable colors you want to find. Right now, it's just going to look like you're just throwing 2 colors on because you haven't blended it yet. So right now, you're just going to put that white on. And then you're going to take that 18th Sweet palette again. And I know this is silver, but you're going to use it to go over it. Even though this is silver, it's not a strong silver, it's more of a glitter. And yes, Coach Brittany approves. Now we look like we're getting somewhere. Now that we're done with the eye makeup, we're going to go back and blend that baking powder with a beauty blender. And then we're going to take our concealer and highlights where we want it to glow. Alright, now we're going to go in with some blush. I use e.l.f. Putty Blush, and this is what I mainly use, but I also use some eyeshadow too. The fun fact about this palette, it also can go for highlight. Alright, this is a cheap little thing that you can get from Sephora for highlight. It's just a highlight stick in different colors for different shades. This is the eyebrow pencil I use, but I'm doing that off camera. And this is Kylie Jenner lipstick I can use, or NYX Shine 'N Loud. And today I'm going to use Shine 'N Loud. because it's very cool and smudge proof. After you apply it, you're gonna wait for it to dry. It takes about, honestly it doesn't say on the package, but it takes about only a couple of seconds. I stay for a minute. While waiting for that to dry, these are the glues I use if you want to use false eyelashes. Now that the lips are dry, now you're gonna apply the top coat, and that is some lip gloss, and this is what makes it smudge proof. And now I'm gonna test it. Good, no smudge, the best. This is something extra I like to do. I use some Naked highlight, and I like to put it all over my face to make me very extra sparkly, and it's fun for the kids. Finally, we're gonna finish it off with some e.l.f. setting spray to make sure that thing is all secured in there all day.